So for my reading log number 2, I did A Greyhound and a Groundhog. It's by Emily Jenkins as the author, and the illustrator was Chris Appelhans. The publishing company is the Random House and Schwartz and Wade. The copyright is January of 2017. The genre is like fiction, medium and illustration, and like nursery rhymes. Pages, it's 30 pages, and the age, I would give it about like 3 to 5, 5 kind of pushing it, honestly. So what this book is about, it is about a greyhound and a groundhog who, stumble upon each other, and they are initially frightened by each other, because the groundhog is scared of the greyhound. Initially, let me see if I can find the page. Yeah, so this kind of like shows it. They stumble upon each other, and at first, the greyhound's like super excited to see him, but the groundhog is like, oh no. But then like throughout the day, they like play and hang out together, and by the end of it, they are the best of friends. They're like rolling around in the thing. They're chasing butterflies in a part of it. They're just kind of having a great day. And then the ending of the book, she finishes off by saying, all it takes is a groundhog and a greyhound to make a rollicking read-aloud treat. Kind of meaning like you can take different worlds and mesh them together and still have a great time. For the illustration, I guess because he did it, he did like a watercolor, which is really pretty, and he kept it very simple. Since this is such an easy book to read and it's very underage, they kept the illustrations very simple to where they go along with the story, but I wouldn't say you need to have the illustrations to know what's going on in the story. As for like the theme of it, I think, like I said earlier, it's kind of like, oh, you can be different things even though you might be scared at first. Go ahead, reach out to someone you don't know, and you can become the best of friends even if you're from different walks of life. As for like the reflective purpose, I think this is a really good book. For one, it's a really good way like for the underage kids, since it is a younger audience, to know words. So like for example, on one it's like a round hound. So those are all very similar sounding rhyming words, yet at the same time it still tells a story. So I think it's a good way to get like different words and teach kids the rhyming concept. I don't know. I really like that they did have the different walks of life, because I feel like so often, like when you go into like grade school, especially like kindergarten, you only really like lived in your bubble, and so at least for me, I was super shy and I didn't really reach out to anyone because I was like, oh, I don't know these people. They didn't grow up like, I don't know. I just didn't. I was scared. But this book kind of teaches, like, it's okay to be scared. You're still going to have a great time, which I ended up having a great time. I made friends. All it worked out. I also, as for, like, my strategy or activity, I was thinking of having them create a story similar to this, where, like, they take the same format and they have to use, like, the rhyming of, like, 3 words or 4 words, but, like, switch them around to tell a short story. That way they can learn their rhyming, and they can also learn how to like do a poem / story and learn some writing skills.